Hi everyone, it's Sonia McDonald, and I thought I'd jump on another live today because I received all these messages from all over the globe around my recent video around how to be a great leader, with many of you saying, loved the context and the research and the philosophy and the model you have around how to be a great leader, but how do we apply it? Now, I'm going to talk about the 6 areas there's so many different facets to being a great leader. And I think it's really important that we are all different in terms of our leadership styles, our preferences, character, like what we want to focus on, right? And I think it's about underpinning everything. It's about understanding who you are. That self-awareness is key, but also being authentic and true to yourself. And I think the more you know who you are as a leader, the more you go on this journey and you're really open to learning and self-discovery and self-awareness, I think that really is the first start. But I wanted to kind of really share with you again those 6 keys I talked about, and maybe get you to think about those 6 keys to being a great leader. And what could you focus on? Even if you chose one thing to focus on, what would that be, right? So I thought, in terms of how to be a great leader, start with self. I think wanting to be a leader is so important. Saying, I really want to be a leader. I really want to be a great human, right? I think that underpins everything. I think we need more great humans. We need more great leaders around the world. Again, it starts with us. So I want you to first and foremost go, I want to be a leader, because leadership's absolutely an attitude. It's not a role or title. It's an attitude, it's an action, it's a choice, and it's a commitment, which I'm going to talk about as one of the keys. First of all, the first key, I believe, is character. Now, I think character is so important. Having a strong character, having strong integrity, leading by example, being hands-on, understanding who you are. Your values are key. So your values drive your character, drive your behavior. And I think that that's really important. So understanding what your values are. I reflect on my values every single day. Can I tell you I'm not perfect every day? There's a great values tool on our Leadership HQ website. If you go to, I think it's under tools, there's some great free tools you've got to, and there's lots of things if you Google values, understand your values. But you know what else determines great character is your habits. So I believe that your character is defined by your habits, right? Setting up some great habits for yourself. I have my morning ritual, my morning habits around affirmations, visualization. I do lots of reading. I think that's really important to me. That self-development helps me with my character, my values as well. So understanding how building great habits as well. So if you want to kind of kickstart a great kind of leadership mindset and attitude this year, start to think about your character and the habits that you're creating around your character as well. Courage, I'm going to mention courage, right? In all the research, and I know I mentioned in my live around how to be a great leader today, how to be a great leader is courage. Now, people kind of say to me, wow, that's really big, being courageous, but you know what? It's funny enough, we're more courageous than we give ourselves credit for. I'm sure there's lots of things that we go out there and do that are truly courageous, but we don't know at the time that we're being courageous. That there's even the smallest acts of courage can make a big difference. And obviously I write about it in my book, First Comes Courage. I had to plug that because I'm so passionate about courage, because we've all got courage within us. We've only got this one life. If you want to leave a great legacy, if you want to think about the legacy you want to leave, think about courage. If you want to think about those things in your life that you want to do or change, goals, dreams, what you want to put your hand up for, those risks, think about courage. Leadership is absolutely about courage. I think that if we want to help and create a mark on the world, no matter how small, it's about courage. Leadership's about helping others do more, learn more, and be more. If we're out there helping people do that, that takes courage. I think courage underpins everything that we do in life, right? It's the most important virtue. I know kind of like we kind of go like it takes courage and to be a leader, but that's kind of scary. You know what? Courage is fear, right? Absolutely fear. It's actually not it's not the absence of fear, it's the mastery of fear. So embrace the fear and go, I'm going to get to courage. Perseverance, think about how you can be more resilient, how you can persevere. If you've been able to navigate the last 2 years, can I tell you, you are more courageous than what you give yourself credit for. I think that's really important. So character courage. The next one, and think about which one you're going to focus on. If you just want to focus on one, even for the next few weeks, around how can I really build my character? How can I be more courageous? Start to research, look at it. Just choose one of the things I've talked about. If you want to choose more than one, go for it. Compassion. Woo, I'm going to mention compassion. You know how I feel about kindness and empathy and compassion, right? They build trust when we're compassionate, and when we show empathy and we show kindness, when we show gratitude, when we put ourselves in someone else's shoes. Can I tell you, it's what we need around the globe. We need more of it. It's all the research. When I talked about what makes a great leader, there were so many great leaders out there that show empathy that you probably didn't even know they did, but they did in all the research I'm doing. It's something we can all do. It's something we can all show kindness, okay? We can all show empathy. We can all show compassion, but it starts with us. I'm a great believer, the kinder you are to yourself, the more compassionate you are to yourself, the more kinder and compassionate you are to others. So it does start with self. So think about, again, if you want to focus on something, you decide on compassion, think about how can I be more compassionate with myself? Get out a journal, get out a notebook, think about what do you need to be gentle and kinder around yourself about. Again, more kinder and compassionate you are to yourself, the more that you see that you're a human, the more vulnerability you show, the more that you go, you know what, I'm going to make mistakes, I'm going to fail, bring it on, I'm going to learn a lot from it. Just have to be compassionate. The next one I'm going to talk about is commitment. Leadership is absolutely about commitment. It's about action. It's about wanting to be a leader. It's about committing to being your best self. It's about committing to, again, making your mark on the world, no matter how small. Now, before I get on to wisdom and service, which I think overarch those 4 elements, someone's just asked, what are the actions that would lead to a person being courageous? Why are some people courageous, some not? I think that's a really good point. Sometimes you kind of think, are people born with it? Or do they? It's amazing how people can be truly courageous when they're faced with challenges or adversities or crises like we have in the last couple of years. And I think courage is a mindset. I think it's about how we see the different events or different things that happen to us that can stop us being courageous, or where we can be more courageous, right? I think it's kind of how we see the event. Do we make it bigger than what it is? Does it help us? Does it stop us being courageous? I think what can help us be courageous is what actions can lead to it, is kind of, again, I think about the impact and purpose of different actions and events. So I just think around what helps a person be courageous is a purpose, right? If you think about Rosa Parks or Martin Luther King or Abraham Lincoln or some of our greatest leaders, they had a very strong purpose to make a difference, right? If I think about the courage that we show at Leadership HQ, it's because we really want to make a difference and an impact. So that our purpose keeps us kind of driving or being persevering around being courageous, because we've got that strong purpose. I think that makes a big difference. Being a parent is truly courageous. So the love that I have and the purpose I have to be a great mother, again, I'm not perfect. For my daughter, the purpose and love I have for her, that helps me be courageous to keep moving forward as well. I think why some are not, I think it's because it could be a confidence thing, a self-belief thing. They think that they can't, that there's too much fear there. So they've got this fear of failing. They've got this fear of looking stupid, or they've got this, whatever fear they might have, which, funnily enough, you know what? Fear can be debilitating, right? It stops us from getting to courage. But the thing is, when you kind of go, what's the likelihood of that fear happening, which is probably pretty minimal, but if it does happen, whether you do stuff up or fail or whatever fear you might have, at the end of the day, if it does happen, what do they say? If it doesn't kill you, makes you stronger, right? The thing is, the amount of times I have feared stuff and I haven't actually, gone and put my courage into action because of the fear, I've really regretted it. But the times I have, and I have failed and stuffed up, I've gone, wow, even at the time it sucked. I'm really glad I was courageous and I actually did it. I actually committed to it, actually put it into action, because I learned more from that failing and stuff up than I did from anything else. So I think when we kind of don't fear the fear of what we might have, or make the fear bigger than what it is, because sometimes we kind of make it like an elephant, but it's actually not as big as what it is. And the thing is, courage breeds courage, right? And courage is contagious. Courage is absolutely contagious. So the more we are courageous, the more we build more courage within ourselves and around others. So it's contagious. It actually makes you more courageous. The more you put it into action, the more you embrace fear. I hope that really helps for that as well. For the conversation. Courage is a heart word, absolutely. So the word, it is absolutely to speak one's mind by telling one's heart. I really love that as well. So thank you. It's around heart, it's around purpose. It's absolutely the thing that in all the research and work that we've been doing around great leadership, courage underpins everything. And absolutely, when you're facing challenges, and I think we've been facing so many challenges across the globe. What also helps with courage is this, like supporting each other, asking for help, sharing challenges, sharing what we're all going through. I think one of the things that's really helped a lot of us have courage during COVID, and especially from this pandemic, is the ability that we are going through it together, right? That we have to be courageous together. So asking for help, showing that vulnerability, saying I'm struggling or don't know how to navigate this crisis or challenge, help me with courage. Ask your support network or people around you to support you with courage. And it is amazing how together you can be courageous as well. Okay. So thank you for the comments. I think overarching, when it comes to character, comes to courage, comes to compassion, comes to commitment, I think is wisdom. I think knowledge is so important. It really helps us as leaders. So keep learning, keep having that foresight and that focus and will to keep learning and having that growth mindset and that wisdom around who you are, a wisdom around leadership. I honestly read so many books around this space. I'm reading this, I'll show you just quickly. I'm reading this brilliant book at the moment, How to Be a Leader. It's an excellent book, An Ancient Guide to Wise Leadership. I've got about 20 books out there that I read all at once. So for me, it's so important to have a growth mindset and have this wisdom. You know what? And just keep learning as a leader, keep growing and learning. Okay, it's so important. And finally, I think it's service. How to be a great leader is serving others. It's servant leadership. Some of the greatest leaders of our time, if you think about Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Princess Diana, who I'm a fan of, Rosa Parks, there's so many great leaders out there that were very much around serving others. Leadership is absolutely about serving others. There's one of my favorite quotes is, leadership is about helping others learn more, be more, do more. So critical that we make leadership about others. It's not about ourselves. It's not about the title, getting the big title, or getting the car park, or getting the name on the boardroom table or whatever. Leadership is about put your ego at the door, right? And serve others. Serve others with your whole heart. And you will make such a difference around, if you're able to support and guide and support and guide and inspire others. That is, I think, a huge overarching key to how to be a great leader. So I've talked about the 6 key stages. Look, and there's lots more things around leadership which we can talk about in terms of the power of humility and the power of focus and there's so much other great things I can talk about when it comes to how to be a great leader. But I only wanted to focus on these 6, right? Because I felt that underpinning everything that we're doing and the research that we're doing around the globe is that, there's some real common themes around what makes a great leader and how to be a great leader. Think about how you can really, really build your character, how you can build that courage muscle, because it is a muscle, how you can be more compassionate to yourself. It starts with you. How you can really commit and want to be a leader, how you can keep having that learning and growth mindset and opening up your mind to the great world of being a leader and the legacy that you can leave, and how you can serve others. If you can let me know what you're going to choose out of those 6. If it's all 6, great. Let me know what you're going to focus on. And if there's anything we can do to help you at Leadership HQ, please let us know. Check out our Leadership Lab, which we've just launched. It's pretty amazing. I'd love you all to be part of our Leadership Lab, our global community. Also, please nominate in our Outstanding Leadership Awards. We need to see more shining lights of leadership around the globe. We need to share those leaders, those teams, those stories. We can create positive momentum around outstanding leadership, because the more we're actually able to celebrate and recognize great leaders, it'll only inspire our future generations, right, on how to be a great leader, because they're seeing these examples through these awards. So make sure that you contact us or support or nominate in our Outstanding Leadership Awards, and I'll put in the links in the feed. And remember to stay safe, okay? Please stay safe. Take care of each other. I think that's really important, and it helps us all stay courageous in our leadership. And please take care and stay kind. Thank you.